Greetings and gratitude to all light forms and life workers who have found this. Happy birthday, January 7th. Zodiac and Oracle card reading. I am the Third Eyed Lion. I will be using the Element Encyclopedia of Birthdays, written by Teresa Chung, and the Beyond Lumeria Oracle cards by Izzy Ivy. This is for anyone born on January 7th who feel drawn to this day for scholarly or research purposes, or those who know someone or just would like to learn more about this topic. So, at the best of the personality, at the best of this energy of the birth, you are one of a kind. You are very intuitive, able to see or sense or feel things that others may not be able to. You have this natural giving quality, this energy of being able to have enough to share with other people. Your affirmation or word or positive phrase is I am enough the way I am. I am enough the way I am. You may know that you are a Capricorn, but your birth date ruler is Neptune, the speculator, the imaginator, the emotional. Your numbers are 7 and 8, and a great day for you will be Saturday and Mondays, especially when they fall out on the 7th and 8th. The energies of numbers and days really work very well over time. Once you start learning them, it may not be the best immediately, but over time, the more you do it, the better it tends to click. Your lucky colors are blue, gray, rouge, and sky blue. Your birthstone is garnet, which helps ground and connect this season of birthdays really with the earth. I recommend the birthstones if you're not already working with garnet. If you are, it might be a good time for you to get a new piece of garnet or find a new different way to work with the garnet. A great challenge for you is what others think about you. How oftentimes you don't do certain things because you think that would cause other people to think a certain way about you. Try to look past that and know that your abilities to overcome, to dream, to speculate will lead to these new opportunities, will lead to this different shift of how these people perceive to you, and maybe a point of time in which you don't really care how people perceive you. So you may really be serious in intent to some people and intense, but you are multifaceted. You are a dreamer. You are someone who has their own rules, their own way of being, their own natural code of conduct that you follow that other people may not. In your love, you're really passionate and fireful. You put all of your energy. You develop a really good self-confidence over time, and if you haven't, try to think of what are techniques you can work with that, because once you're in this partnership or relationship, you will really find loyalty and connection and honesty, because you will be able to communicate that you are always changing, always growing, and always shifting, and you will be able to understand them when they communicate the same backwards. So for career, your professional planners, people who are career counselors, writers, teachers, producers, talent agents, research and development and management consulting. Someone who is able to really see how planning, how order and structure and cause and effect can affect all of us. If you know what the cause was, it will always make sense what the effect will become. For your health, really try to work on sleep and a fiber rich diet and many types of exercise like Tai Chi, different movement exercises that may resonate to you and your spiritual path. It will help with your health, but always try to find new ways to help with your sleep, chamomile, other types of natural aids that can help with the sleep process, the rest process, and the rejuvenation process. Your deep destiny is to unite opposites, to know that people who are good and bad, positive and negative, people who believe this and who believe that. You are a great person to be that intermediary, to be that person between that allows the communication source, that allows the flow of information. You have a very good way of crossing boundaries, of understanding each person's side, but explaining that to the other side in a way they've never heard before, because they know that you are the person who can go through both sides and exist in both at the same time. A great aspect for you to be aware of is your ability to drift off into your own world, into your own fantasies, into your own imagination and fixations and phenomena that manifest themselves based on prolonged thought. Know that what you think creates your reality. Understand that every day you have a choice of how you are creating reality. And don't get too lost in this. After the age of 44, you will feel very weird interests and hobbies and ideas that have never came to you before showing up and introducing new energies into your life, new frequencies and new powers that were not present. Know that people from February 20th to March 30th, February 20 to March 20, you have a natural intuitive presence and tolerance of the past and an ability to create a powerful future. You and these people understand that the past affects the future but also is hurting the present. So those are your birthday messages. I'm now going to give you your birthday reading of the cards. Okay. Crystal keys. Your intuition, your natural force and artificial force within you, this synthetic and original existence radiates from a crystalline force. All of the molecules are perfectly stacked. The energy is in alignment of its purest form, and the frequencies magnify and multiply through conscious intent, through the idea of focusing on this crystal, the spin, the rotation, the reflection, and how this amplifies within you and externally throughout you. This is both synthetic and natural. Within you is the fish force, that movement, that flow, the ability to go against the water, to make it where you need to be, even if all force of nature around you is propelling you in opposite direction. You are able to see, to perceive, to understand, and to not even just change, but to completely morph this reality around you by this crystalline property, by the properties of alignment, of radiance, and of reflection. The crystal shines its light in its own unique way. The prism of light, the 7 colors, can be created in your own mind and around you. When you feel like you are lacking that spark, that flame, that rejuvenous energy that you crave so much, it is within you. You hold those keys. You hold that master key or the skeleton key to that destiny, to the things you've always wanted, to the things that you were told by yourself or others you could not have. They exist within you. And to recap, you have your own world, and that is good if you know how to use it. But understand the importance of planning, of acceptance, and of perseverance. When those things that you may not want to happen occur, it's inevitable. But how are you going to look at it and see that affecting you now, a year from now, and 10 years from now? How these little seemingly catastrophic things are actually beneficial when you can separate from the linear progression. I thank you and I appreciate your time and space.